As you know, we live in the age of Labubu, and you're interested in alternative investments. You've talked about sports cards, you've talked about watches. Is there a piece of advice you'd like to give investors about spotting what's just going to be a craze or what's something that's worthwhile in alternative investments?
Well, I come at alternatives very much from, my experience 40 years in watch collecting, which I now consider an alternative asset. My portfolios become very valuable, and I've worked on it for a long time. And recently I started looking at other collectibles. Labubu was a gift on the set of Shark Tank, but and I have it on my man purse. I walk around New York and other places with it. I get stopped every block. The highest I've been offered for it's $3,800, which I think is crazy, but I won't sell it because then I don't have a Labubu. So but that's an outlier thing. Where I've put a lot of capital to work in the last few months has been on collectible sports cards. My syndicate was the one that paid 12.32 million for that dual auto Kobe, Jordan. The one with the golden patch, which is it's the rarest card on earth, and we have since bought millions more. We're building an index. I believe it'll be the most valuable index of sports cards in the world. It'll be the most coveted index. Inclusion in that index will be very, very hard because the card has to be extremely rare. It has to be almost one of a kind or so unique. And that index will, I think, attract a lot of other collectors. And I'm going to challenge the hobby, it's called. When I release the information about this index, I will challenge anybody on earth to beat what we've assembled. There won't be anybody close.
You've previously gone viral talking about the avocado toast, and you can survive on 500,000. Is there anything else that you think young people should be keeping in mind right now?
I think it's a time of optimism for young people. I think there's so many new opportunities becoming available. There's a lot of pessimism about AI replacing jobs. I don't look at it that way at all. I see AI increasing the opportunities of high-paying jobs and getting rid of the jobs that people don't want to do. I mean, if AI can flip burgers, that's a good thing. It leaves people free to explore and educate themselves into higher levels of job creation. And so it's the same story, when television came, they say radio would be dead. That never happened. And it's the same with AI. It's just a tool. And I think it's going to be a very good tool. Most of my companies, over 50 of them, are now using it. They're cutting costs, they're enhancing productivity, they're increasing margins. And it's only 2 years since we started doing it. So I'm extremely optimistic. It's not a hype story. That's the thing about AI. My watch insurance business can now issue a policy in 9 seconds. How do you think we do that? We scrape data. We figure out by zip code what the fraud rates are in your neighborhood and determine the pricing accordingly.
Speaking about your enthusiasm for watches, has the tariffs impacted that at all?
Yeah, it really has. It's at 39% right now. That really makes me crazy. I've got 2 of them on right now. So, it's sort of, I'm very concerned about that. I will be lobbying against that in Washington. I'm defending the honor of the watch collectors of America here. This is crazy. We can't pay 39% tariffs. It's not sustainable. The Swiss don't understand why. They just took the tariffs on gold bars. Why? Switzerland, if you take the gold trade out, doesn't have a deficit with the United States. So that's one of those little situations that has to get tweaked.